Y'all, I finally did it. I bought myself a fleet. Not of this. I don't even know which truck this is, man. Like, might be all wrong lot. But I got a fleet of Teslas. Here's the first one. Here's another one. And over here, we got a red color Tesla. And right over here, I love this color, how the sun shines on this blue. And this isn't even the half of it. I got these, and these, and these, and this Tesla over here, and this one right here, and this Tesla here, this one over here, this Tesla right here. I know this one's a bit choppy here. Definitely not this Honda, but this Tesla over here, and right over here, and this Tesla, at least on this side of the parking lot. And I got all of these. And this is exactly how I did it. I applied and got approved for almost 10 credit cards. And you don't need 10 to make this whole transaction happen. It was just the fact that there are sign-up bonuses, aka welcome offers or intro bonuses that were attached to these cards, so might as well make it a win-win situation. Due to having this heavier amount of spend and it being organic, really I was like, this is a better opportunity to take advantage of this situation versus not. The cards we're about to go over, for the most part, they're primarily cashback focused cards, as well as no annual fee cards. Due to the number of cards we're about to go over, I do have a more detailed video up here. Do feel free to check it out after this. Point being, we'll keep it more high level, kind of going more over the intro bonus / welcome offer, aka sign up bonus, and then kind of the earn rate day to day at a supremely high level. If it was me on the other side watching some guy talk about this right now, I'd be thinking, wait, so you bought X amount of Teslas and you're probably talking about a lot of spend. Why would you pick cashback no annual fee cards? Well, this was kind of the logic. If you pick travel cards or rewards cards and miles, yes, that's great, and there may be annual fees attached to it, but due to the level of spend, it could well be worth it to earn this type of amount in miles versus cash back. At the same time, I'll go into deeper detail when we go over the numbers and kind of the logic more from a business angle of why I preferred cashback versus miles and points. So from here, structure-wise, we're going to go over the credit cards themselves. And then from there, I should go over the math of what was our average cost per each Tesla car, how many are we looking at, what was our total cost, and essentially how much cashback did we earn. And from there, from an income generating perspective, how are we gonna get that $1,000 in daily income? So with that, you'll probably see me in a couple minutes from now. With that, I'll see you on the other side. All the credit cards we got are gonna show up in the left side most column. And if we didn't get something, then definitely I'll point that out. In the middle, you'll notice the annual fee as well as the rewards rate. But what we'll be focusing on is the intro offer itself to walk us through, and towards the end I'll explain the logic of how exactly the total spend was made and how much it was. And so starting off, the Wells Fargo Active Cash Card, if you see the intro offer, you're going to see that it's $200 cash rewards bonus after spending $1,000 in the first 3 months, so 20% return on spend. And from there you got the Blue Cash Preferred Card from American Express, so $300 back after $3,000 in spend in the first 6 months, so 10% ROS, aka return on spend. And if you see the annual fee, it's a 0% intro for the first year, then it goes to 95. And so my plan is after year 1, I'll be downgrading the card to its no annual fee card version, hence not paying that 95 in the long term. So from there you got the Chase Freedom Unlimited, where you're getting 1.5% back, up to $20,000 in spend in the first year. So they say it's up to $300 cash back. And of course the rewards rate, it's going to be variable, where depending on the category and depending how it's structured, definitely can seem a lot more than it is. And more notably in the Capital One Saver Cash Rewards credit card right here, when you get up to 8% cash back, you know, I wish it was on a lot more everyday categories, but really isn't the case. And so over here, if you press and kind of see the details, you get it on Vivid Seats through January 2023. So more on tickets if you're going to kind of these events, but day to day, unless you're going every day, it's not really the case. And so you get $200 cash bonus after you spend $500 in the first 3 months, so 40% return on spend. And so from there, I'll keep it quick here with the City Custom Cash. You're getting $200 back after $750 in spend, which is around 26.66%. So you're getting 20,000 thank you points, but the goal here is we'll be redeeming all this for cash back. So from there, the Discovered Cash Back, the City Double Cash, the Chase Freedom Flex, the Capital One Quicksilver Cash Rewards credit card. So you got a couple $200 bonuses here. And actually I did not get the SoFi credit card, so just want to point that out and be very clear. I'll save you the time, but if you go back into the beginning of the video and actually count out how many Teslas we got, there are basically 30 of them, 30. And the average cost over here was actually 85 grand per each of them. And I'm just blending it here for our math. And so if we got actually 30 Teslas in total, basically rounding it out, essentially it was $2.5 million that's what was spent to acquire all of these Teslas that you saw in the beginning of the video. Based on that, and I'll put what Turo kind of rentals are in my area, but overall we're looking at 75 bucks a day. And what this really is even though you'll see bigger figures, this is after fees, this and that and the other. So 75 a day times 30 Teslas, you do the math. Yeah, it sounds great, but the thing is there's obviously some room for vacancy. And so if there's 30 days, my assumption is 75% of the month is going to be actually occupied, aka they're rented out. And if you do of 75% of a month, that's essentially going to be 24 days every single month that on average 30 of these Teslas are going to be rented out. That math, doing all of that, is essentially going to say 30 Teslas times 75% of 30 days, which we know this is going to be 24 over here. So 30 times 24 times the fact that per day we're expecting $75 every single day. So doing all of this math, this is what we're going to end up with. You have $54,000, which I'm rounding out to 50K. 50K, this amount actually, funny enough, all those credit cards we used, if you take out the intro offer, it's roughly around 1,600, 1,700 bucks. You're actually looking at basically 2% of 2.5 mil, which is actually 50K. And the reason I wanted it in cash is essentially we get 1 month essentially of quote unquote, anything happens, we have that one extra emergency fund of income. And so coming back to our actual numbers, when we said 54 grand, basically rounded out back to 50K. And so after taxes, we can always write off expenses on the business, etc., etc. But net, if you're saying, let's say, hey, 70% is what we keep, that's basically saying 35 grand. And with 30 days in a month, that's where I was getting that almost $1,000 a day, and just a little above that. And so right over there, basically you're looking at it. So exactly how we did it. So if you came this far, I don't know if there were any ideas you learned or kind of just the thought process or thinking, but overall I think it was a pretty good foundation of some sorts to basically say happy April Fools. And I won't stop the video here, because if you're kind of like, dude, are you serious? I'll share a couple of jokes and maybe that can rectify my time with you. So here it goes. Remember that Honda from the beginning of the video?
Definitely not this Honda.
So essentially, if you ever see a Honda car like in real life, and just listen carefully the next time it passes you, because if you really listen carefully, it may sound something like this. Ready? Honda. All right, here's one more. It's not exactly a car, but more of like a two-wheeler, like a Suzuki. And this one you may want to turn down the volume, so it goes like this. Suzuki. And to wrap us up, of course, we got Tesla in the title. So for me to show you what I think a Tesla sounds like, it sounds like this. All right, y'all, happy April Fools. Hope it was all right. And if you want to see me talking to Satoshi Nakamoto, click over here. With that, I'll see you soon. Enough. Peace.